Is it a go or is it a no? Hi guys, my name is Zenobia and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to give you some final thoughts that I've had on the Huda Beauty Electrical Obsessions palette. I did use this palette and kind of did like a first impressions. This was like the first time me using it. Deal, it wasn't like official, but I kind of did my first impressions and in a holiday video for Christmas, so I will link that video down below if you want to see like my first time using it and you know what I was going through that. But anyway, this palette retails for $27. It is about 10 grams. I tried one time doing like the whole price per gram thing and realized that I really just didn't care about that. So I kind of, when I think about a palette and think about how many eyeshadows are like, if it's going to be worth it, I really just do like quick math. Like, so this one has 9 eyeshadow colors in it that you get, and it retails for $27. So for me, I'm like, okay, well that's like $3 per shadow, and that's a pretty good price. Now granted, they are a little bit smaller than a lot of other pans, but honestly I've never gone through an entire pan of eyeshadow unless it's broken which that doesn't count. So I like to use a lot of stuff and a lot of different palettes, a lot of different single eyeshadows. I am an eyeshadow junkie, so I don't necessarily care that it's a huge amount. Most of Huda's palettes are retailing for $65, which was a lot for, hadn't tried it before because it was a lot for me to invest in a brand I'd never tried, and it's just a lot for me to invest in a palette. Like I love Urban Decay, and they like are one of my favorites when it comes for high-end eyeshadows, and I have a really hard time investing. I have only ever bought one of their palettes full price. That was the Naked Heat. And the only reason I bought it full price is because Ulta had 10 times the points on it. And so I was like, oh, I'll get my discount on the back end with that one. And it really, even then, it was that much. I've never bought one of their palettes for full price. I've always gotten it for a discount. So I have a really hard time spending a lot of money on eyeshadows is what I'm trying to get there. But I had said before, you know, if she had ever made like a smaller palette that was just cheaper, I'd be willing to try her out. And so I had come down to it, was like, I'm not going to try her out because these is too much. But then this came out and I was like, oh, guess I will. And I haven't heard a lot of good reviews on this one. Like I've heard some okay reviews, but nothing like really like I love it. And I have to say, guys, I really do love this palette. Like I love the colors. I think they're very pigmented. Now I didn't do swatches for them because they swatch horribly. Like when I first got it and I swatched it on my hand, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like this red, for instance, like swatching it on the hand, like it's not that great. It's like patchy and just bleh. And so yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna like that. But you know, once I got them on the lid and started using a brush, and I liked to use like a denser brush. Like this is my EcoTools crease brush. This is really dense. And then I have my Coastal Scents one, which is somewhere that, I don't know. I dropped it this morning. I don't know where it went. But it's also like a really dense brush, and I like to use that packing it on the lid. And I found that they came off very pigmented, and they worked wonderfully. They blended out great. A little went a long way. And I just loved them. Now I did try for this look that I'm wearing today, using them without a primer, and they do not work as well without a primer. As you can see, it's kind of like muddy looking, not really big of this look, but you'll see in there like how it went when I was applying this later in the video. But with a good primer, this really works. So let's get into the looks I've created with this. I've got 4 looks in this video for you, so let's get into those, and I'll give you some more of my final thoughts at the end. So I'm going to start off with this Generosity color from my My Little Pony palette. It's a nice little base for me. Putting that all over the upper portion of the lid. And I wanted to say the reason I don't usually go down into my mobile lid with my base color is because what's that? I feel like shimmers that I use stick better to just my bare lid, and I get more of a pop with them when I have a bare lid and put them down. So I just try to put it down into the crease and above so that any other colors can blend pretty nicely. I'm gonna warm up the crease a little bit with this red color. I have been loving this red color. It's just so pigmented and I love the way it pops. The little goes a long way. I've been wanting a nice red eyeshadow for a while because, you know, in order to put red eyeshadow on your lids, like, it's really gotta pack a punch because otherwise it just makes your lids look swollen. And then with this orange, put that outer corner. We're gonna go in with the yellow. Put on some liner and do the rest of my face, and we'll be right back. I'm going to go in with Generosity from my My Little Pony palette, and I'm going to put that all over my upper lid as a base. You guys know by now I like to set down just a base that's close to my skin tone, something kind of neutral on the upper lid. I feel like this helps to blend my crease colors a little bit better. And then also, if I don't want to go as high with my crease color, you know, I've already got like a base down up there, so it's not just bare. It's kind of one of my pet peeves with makeup is when people don't bring it up high enough and there's like just like empty skin right there. It kind of weirds me out. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with this purpley color. I'm gonna go in with this kind of hot pink here. We're gonna bring that out into the outer crease and towards the center of the lid. Oh, it's really pigmented. And I want kind of a narrow space towards the center, but a wider up towards the crease. So I'm gonna make a V with it. So kind of like a V kind of shape with that empty space. Shimmery purple color, and we're going to fill in very carefully that little empty space, and then when I get to the crease area I'm going to kind of spread it out so it kind of looks like it's pouring up and like pooling out. I don't know if it makes any sense. I had to go deal with my kids, so let's see if we can finish this up here. They're so ornery in the mornings. I'm going to take this Morphe 432 flat brush and really work this into the crease because it's kind of getting wider than I want to. So we'll just use that to lay it down. Use that purple color again, and I'm just going to kind of deepen it up a little bit, only towards the inner portion, like by the lower portion, closer to my crease. I want this upper part to stay a little bit more blurred out. But deepen it up there right on top of that purple. I think for the rest of the eyeshadow, or for the final part of the eyeshadow, we're going to take that purple and pop it underneath the lower lash line. And along the edge here. I'm just going to fade it into the pink. Here is what we have so far. I'm going to put some liner and mascara on and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to pop in a little bit of this Diamond Dust highlighter by Laura Geller into my inner corner, just like so. And I'm also going to use it for a brow highlight. We're going to go right in the center there. Just in the center of the brow area. And this is more like a purple iridescence, so it works really well with this little pink and purple look. And there is the finished look for you. Starting off with, you guessed it, Generosity from my My Little Pony palette by Pure Cosmetics. And with the teal color from the Huda Beauty palette, take that into the crease very, very lightly, like barely touching my lid. And I'm going to take this red using the same brush, and I'm going to use circular motions very lightly to start blurring it out and bringing it in towards the center. Windshield wiper motions to blur it in with or blend it in with that teal color. Go Tools crease brush, which is a little bit denser, and try to pack it a little bit more on the inner and outer corner to make that red more prominent. Lastly, we are going to go in with this purple, shimmery purple, and fill in that halo using my Eddie Funkhauser shadow brush. This is straight up makeup wipe. So we'll be using this palette without a primer again, I don't think, because definitely get a lot more fallout than using it with one. Going with the dry E18 brush, a little bit denser one, to re-blur everything out. So it doesn't look like I just removed half of it with a makeup remover. Again, this is not with any product on it, this is just dry. And now that that's touched up, I'll take the E36 brush. We're going to take that purple color under the lower lash line as well. My Little Pony palette, I'm going to go with this color Laughter, and I'm going to put this under the brow to highlight it a little bit, brighten it up. in the inner corner. Another gel liner and mascara. Be right back. There is your final look. I did want to mention today I used this Hikari eyeliner, which is in the color Iris, so it's a purple eyeliner rather than my usual black. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with Generosity from my My Little Pony palette for this, all over the upper brow bone, or upper eyelid, right underneath the brow bone. I don't really know what to call this part of the eye, so if it has a special name, just let me know. I just found out that this part is called the mobile lid, so that's interesting. I'll start out with that going to go in with the Eco Tools brush in that yellow, and I'm just going to place this halfway across my lid, my mobile lid. So I'm doing halfway across there. I'm not really getting into the crease, but just like so. By the way, that pink color in there stains really bad. I had like pink eyelids for a while when I used it the other day for that kind of like pink and purple look I did. I had pink lids the whole next day too. We're gonna go in with this darker teal matte color that I just scratched. I'm gonna be very careful tapping into that so that I don't my pigment, and then we are going to start working that into the outer corner. Above that yellow, very carefully down into the crease there. Try not to get too much on the yellow. I'm gonna go in with this really shimmery light blue color, and we're gonna put that over the yellow. So I keep fast forwarding through stuff. We're just gonna do that on the same lid here. We have so far. I'm gonna go get some cupcakes out of the oven and be right back. So I went ahead and did the rest of my face since I had already turned off the camera because I had to go get some cupcakes. It's my youngest son's birthday. He's turning 3, so I'm making cupcakes. Okay, so I'm going to go back into this, if I can get a hold of it, Short and Generosity palette and go in with the color Rarity. It's just a matte white color, and I'm going to go over the very top of this teal color, and I want to kind of blend those together. That teal color, we're going to just carefully bring up that teal color a little bit higher. So it's kind of making it be more of like a blue than a teal at the top. See that? Just going to repeat on this side, probably fast forward through it. Too high on this side, so I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and wrap it over the end of this brush and go right underneath the brow to try to remove some of that blue because we went a little too hard with it. So now I've got that cleaned up, I'm just going to put some more Generosity right there. Hiya! 3-year-old. Now we're going to go back in with the white and start what we did over here. Now on the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with that dark teal without anything underneath, and start pulling that just on the very outer edge. So I'm not going very far with it. I'm just popping it in right there. Okay, sorry if you hear noise in the background. I'm gonna try to get rid of as much of that as I can. I had to go find my Tarte liner. This is the close-up lash liner. This is what I like to use for tight lining because it does not budge, and I do have watery eyes, especially when I wear contacts like today. So we're just gonna tight line over where that outer green is. So the inner portion of my outer waterline and the rest of this out under care, we're going to do the exact same thing we did up here. I'm also going to take some of that white color Rarity from my My Little Pony palette and pop that right around the outer edge. A little bit of a highlight in the inner corner. I'm not lining my eyes for this look. I'm going to just curl my lashes and use my Smashbox X-Rated mascara to finish it up. Here is the finished look for this last look. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed those looks. As you can see, I really did enjoy playing with this palette. I love the mattes. I love that I was able to like mix this yellow and blue together and get that really pretty teal. I loved that color. Without an eyeshadow primer, it just really didn't work as well for me. But I will also say that I did a swatch video yesterday. I made a very bad life choice and decided to swatch the palette twice. It's the Distortion palette, and after removing the makeup from my eyes twice, or like 10 times I put eyeshadows on my eyes. My eyes are in so much pain right now, and they're actually pretty swollen. So you know that could have affected how this was performing too. But if you have kind of a primer that's really tacky, I use the Smashbox 24-hour primer, photo finish primer, and it does kind of have like that silicone feel, like the Benefit Professional primer, like with those pore refining primers or whatnot. So I found the reason that that primer works really well for me is because my eyelids are a little oily, and so I put it on and then I do like my eyebrows, and so the oils on my eyes kind of make the primer get kind of a little sticky, so it really grabs onto that shadow. So just a side note on that, that might have an effect of why I'm having so much better look than other people, but I'm just so in love with this palette, and I'm looking forward to trying more from the brand. It has made me want to try more from the brand, and I'm looking at those bigger palettes again, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're $65, but you do get a lot of eyeshadows in there. I don't know, I'm starting to feel like I want to try some more out, but we'll see. I want to see what else is coming back from that brand. I kind of don't want to get the Desert Dust because I feel like that's going out the window, and so I want to wait until she's come out with something else and try some more. I might get another one of the little ones, but they all are kind of neutral and I really like bright colors, so we'll see. Overall, I do love this palette. I think it works great for me, and I love the pigmentation. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review. Sorry that my reviews don't come out right away. I really like to give this palette give anything I'm trying like a good couple weeks, or I like to use it at least 6 to 10 times before I'm reviewing it. I'll say this one, I literally had to put it away and take it out of my everyday makeup container because I was like, not wanting to use anything else but this though, so I fell so in love with it. But anyway, that is it for this video. There are a couple more videos in the bottom of the screen that you can watch if you're interested, and there's a little subscribe button on either this side or this side. Can't even remember which one I'm going to put on, but thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.